Hey everyone, it's Monique here. I'm going to hit you with something that really triggered me back in the day when I first started out living the teachings of Neville Goddard, or trying to live the teachings of Neville Goddard, which is assumptions harden into fact, the state creates, all of that stuff. And I remember reading something from someone who was already very versed in his teachings and who had created so many cool things. And by the way, you create all day, every day. Manifestation is not a thing that you do, it is a thing that happens automatically. Without manifestation, you don't have a life experience. So it's not I'm manifesting, it is I'm either consciously creating or unconsciously creating. So really understand that everything that you think, feel, and believe is a reality of itself. What you experience is a repetitive thought, it's a repetitive feeling. Things cannot jump into reality as soon as you think them, because if that were the case, our planet would not exist anymore. Some teachers say that there was a version of this planet at one point and it got like it was non existent in a very short time, because when everything that you think instantly manifests, yeah, you know what you are thinking often, and often not even. So I don't have to get into explaining why that was then. So now back to why I started this video. So this lady said at one point, you think that you can get away with having victim thoughts and not feeling well, but the truth is you can't, because every thought creates, every feeling creates. Now, there's a difference between moving through emotional turmoil and being stuck in it, because moving through emotional turmoil is all valid and you don't have to be afraid that that manifests, because we are in a benign universe and things that manifest are usually beautiful and benign. But when you keep repeating the victim thought, you will walk into that reality. That's just how it is. And I wish it wasn't, but it is, because your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions create reality. But as I said, it's about repetition. I made a video a while ago in linear time where I explained it like so. When you have a piece of paper and you create a circle on this piece of paper with a crayon, that's a thought, a belief. Then, when you have the same circle and you draw over it, again, a thought and a belief. And when you repeat this often enough, at one point you have a solid circle that will pop into physical reality. Yeah, it's not it's not the most accurate example. I do hope you feel what I am pointing to, and that's repetition, because it's the repetition of the thing that will create the physical experience of it. Your body is a physical creation of a mental process, just as the phone you, or maybe computer that you're watching this at, is a physical manifestation of an idea. Everything in physical reality was first non-physical. Non-physical is where it's at. Seth calls it framework 2, and from framework 2 things jump into framework 1 based on your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs, and not just a fleeting one, no, a dominant one. Your frequency is what your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs that you held most of the time, your state of being also, your identity, is what automatically creates. When you have amazing things happen out of the blue and you're like, oh wow, I didn't even affirm for this, that's because of your frequency, it's your vibration. Your vibration might already be at money falls out of the sky, out of the blue. My specific person is always loving and beautiful to me. But you might also have something going on that says strangers always look at me weird and they're really unfriendly. It's not that you literally think that strangers do that, but you might have a feeling, an idea, a belief, and frequency that says people that I don't know, I cannot trust. So it's not always like one on one. It's usually like the bigger vibration, the bigger thing, the ineffable, but it will be effable because it will be outpictured in your reality. This is it for now. I will continue to make these videos. I've been making these videos for years and on and off, and now I have been very consistent since the 1st of April. I am committed to my life being a super epic life experience, and I'm well on my way. And yes, of course, sometimes I have things like, really, I don't want this. But then again, I do want it because I came here for the challenges. We all came here for the challenges on Schoolroom Earth, as Dolores Cannon called it. Moral of the story, I'm sharing all of this because this is what I do with myself and have been doing, and I am seriously very content with how my life is. I'm living the life of my dreams, and obviously, there are some things that I am consciously creating, and there are some things that I'm working through, as we all have things to work through as humans, because if we didn't, why would we still be here? So the journey is continuous, and we might as well do it. A fit mind creates a beautiful body and an epic life. I trust that this video was helpful for you. I see you tomorrow in the next video. Ciao.